This is the Asus vivotab with docking station. Little stylus with a button there. Not exactly sure what it does yet. Doesn't really interest me. So as you can see, it is literally your laptop. It's got this nice little transforming case, real nice leather, nice soft interior, some docking things, and it fits both just the tablet or the tablet with the docking station. It's got a little pocket there, you can put the pen in there. Actually, I believe there's something to slide it into. Yeah, this little thing. You can put the stylus in there. And then we have tablet mode. You can hear beep there. Or you can just mount it like this. It's actually quite natural angle. It works pretty good. If you're just sitting here on the couch. And as you can see, I got the computer on the other side of the room, but I can just as easily open up my tablet. And this is the actual browser app. But if you go to Windows mode, you can actually open up Internet Explorer in itself. And so you can double tap the zoom there. It's quite fast, even though it's an Atom processor. Same features, Windows 7 looks pretty much the same as a lot of people say. I haven't seen too much moved. The only difference I've seen so far, I haven't really explored too much detail. But Task Manager is quite different. It's pretty much just that. And if you open up apps, they'll appear in here as well. So watch, if I open up my Windows App Store, which still sometimes doesn't work actually. I've been having some problems with it. Where it just freezes. But when it's working, it's beautiful. Beautiful screen. Incredible touchscreen reactions. Best touchscreen I've ever used. Honestly, it's just amazing. So, kudos to Windows. They really nailed this one. I really dig it. So now I can show you all these apps. Calendar, Store, Internet Explorer, and then your Internet Explorer app are right there. So I can just close it. Simply end task. And then down here is this Windows button you keep seeing me press. You gotta hold it a little bit, and then it just brings you to this, which is their Windows proprietary bull crap. I mean, it's cool. I'm still not used to it, but I'm getting there. The mail. I found all these apps very lacking in features. Like, for instance, mail. I don't even use Hotmail, but I do have a Hotmail account. But I don't even, as you can see, I don't get much email through it. So it's actually useless in the app because I don't even know how to manage the settings. It's just all pretty much the tabs. And then you can go to your inbox and you can compose. And this is your basic compose screen. So there's really not much to the app sometimes. Like Internet Explorer. And another thing I found with Internet Explorer is some of the Flash videos don't work. And it just simply gives you a message error. And then if you look at that error, it'll tell you that basically it just needs to go into full version Windows. Which just simply means hold down your Windows button and go to that. And then just go to Internet Explorer down there. And of course, they got Asus as their homepage. You know, what else would they do? It's Asus. I mean, the reason I went with this tablet over the others is pretty much name brand. I've trusted them. I had last year's Windows 7 top tablet, which I actually sold to get this one. I'm extremely happy. The tablet itself is light as hell. It's just unbelievable. It's thin. No heat, no matter what you're doing. The processing power, you can see the limitations. You can see the limitations of the RAM because it's only 32-bit and with 2 gigs. So you can see where you're running out of space. You know, when you're running like 12 apps, you feel it. I've had it freeze a couple times already. It's a brand new product. They're still working out those bugs, but it's beautiful. I'm very happy with it. I haven't tried any software yet. I'm not sure how Windows 7 software works with it. Hopefully, but I haven't looked into it yet. And then you got your docking station over here. And you just simply lift it and dock it. If I could just, there we go. And you can hear it connect. So, then when you're on here, you have a Windows button down here. And if you actually go, is this Windows? No, this is the app. So if I just go to the Windows, and then I go down to battery now, you'll see I have 2 batteries. And the docking station is no longer at 100%. But it's usually not plugged in, or if it's just plugged in, it's just usually using both, I guess. It kind of determines it. It's got the 2 sensors up here. It's got the camera, and then a light sensor. So the screen is constantly changing. You can adjust those settings down here. But 19 hours, 9 hours a piece, or 18 hours, 9 hours a piece, I think, or 10 hours on the keyboard and 9 hours on that. I think it might be 18 or 19. I forget. It was one of the only 2 that I found that had the battery in the keyboard. Samsung has a beautiful looking unit. It's just, it does not appear to have a battery in the keyboard, which is just an unbelievable oversight to me. Because I wanted this Samsung so bad, because it had 4 gig option, so many more options it felt like. But Asus is just beautiful too. Aluminum finish. All your antennas are up here, your Wi-Fi. Not sure if this comes with a 3G or not. Probably. I don't think mine does. But possibly. Yeah, I think this is... Oh no, that's just a USB plug, if I recall. And then you got your volume rocker. Your speakers are actually these little tiny holes. You can't even see them because of the light reflection right now. But there are tiny little holes there. And those are the speakers. They sound quite beautiful. It's digital sound, you know, what they do now. You got your Windows 8 down here. Intel Atom. I found it a little hard to open. Too stiff. I like the lock screen. So we can go. I'll show you how it looks when it logs in. And I pushed the wrong button there. There it goes. And there's my little kitty. Welcome. And takes about a sec. And now if I go back into my Windows mode and look at my task manager, nothing's running. So when you log out, you close all your apps. So keep that in mind. Because some people never even logged out of Windows. But if you're going to be using this in a family setting, and you're going to be logging out more often, just make sure you save your stuff before you pass it along, you know. Then you got your stylus there. It's very reactive. It's just a little pad. And these are buttons. Very responsive. You can push them all the way up to here. And it's still always the right click, as long as you're on that side of the line. Very well designed, very well engineered. Aluminum paneling all around the keyboard. Very nice feet. These feet are useless, these two on the bottom, because when it opens up, that little flap protrudes down. I don't know why they did that. They should have made those rubber feet taller. So that's it. Got your keyboard. Very nice keyboard. Chiclet style keys. But they feel nice. I love them. It's somewhat compressed in size, but it has all the buttons. And if you need the F buttons, they're there. You just need to open function and then push it. So it's still pretty much a full keyboard. Still got all the other stuff. Delete, backspace, enter. I like these little buttons. They're quite nice. Very handy where they are comparatively to the, you know, so it works out pretty nice. I mean, I'm not used to laptops, so I don't know if that's a common feature or not, but it was nice. It feels very natural. So even for somebody that's always on PC or just straight up tablets, it's very natural. Not too slow on the mouse. Of course, you can adjust that speed if you want to be ultra sensitive and just fly across the screen or whatever. It locks when you close it, and it automatically unlocks when you open it. Which you can see is a pain in the butt to do with one hand, but even with two hands, it's actually quite difficult. So you can just kind of flip it like that. And let me show you the tablet in my hand again, just to give you an idea of how it feels in your hand. See, I like to hold it like this myself, and it's quite light. I could just hold it all day. It's not going to bother me. Camera's nice. You got the 8 megapixel on the back here with the flash. Beautiful asus branding with the aluminum brush finish. The gyroscopic sensor. It's pretty quick. You know, quicker than their last year's Windows 7 tablet, I'll tell you that. But for other tablets, it's pretty slow. Other tablets with non-full featured operating systems. Now, this is the first tablet where you got full access to, you know, your internals. So I could actually go into my desktop just like a normal computer, and I can go into all my access every file just like on Windows. Of course, some are hidden, of course, just like on Windows to keep them safe. Here's the new layout on Windows 7. It's kind of reminds me of Word. It's very friendly, very productive looking. So you're more productive while navigating. I kind of like the changes. And then you even got this up in the left-hand corner. Now they got stuff up there. Yeah, it really is pretty much the same layout as what I would think Word looked like to me. Nice large delete button. New folder right there. Nice and big and bold and even in color so it stands out. I really like it. I'm quite happy with this tablet. I'm quite happy with Windows 8. I haven't really tested any stability problems. I mean, like I said, it had a few crashes. Only one time I had to restart it. And even then, I was still able to use other apps, just not the app that I was trying to use. So I've never had it shut down completely on me. So that's just my look. An overview of the tablet. And as you can see on the side of this keyboard, you got USB. That's the power port. That's asus's proprietary plug. And there's another USB. I believe they're 2.0, not 3.0. Again, 32-bit operating system, 2 gigs of RAM, 1.8 dual-core Atom. Which, yes, the Atom is dual-core. I had to look that up. I was really worried about that because I otherwise wouldn't have went with Asus because they don't offer an i3 version unless it's over like $1,200. Which is their next model up above the Vivo. I believe it's the Smart PC or their ultra thins, and they got really complex. They're trying to keep up with the other companies. So, but the reason I went with the Asus is just the brand, the battery, and the keyboard, the aluminum finish. Look, there's even a nice little caps lock light there. I'm quite happy with this. The leather case is beautiful. It fits both the tablet and tablet with the keyboard, or just the keyboard even. And it adjusts. It fits very nicely because it's such a very soft leather. Very nice magnets. I don't even know where they're at. I think that's it right there. But they're very, not too much clinging, so it's not like you're making a lot of noise if you open it in a library or something. It's very quiet. And this would fit inside of a backpack quite nicely. Just so you can keep it in your bag without worrying about it getting scratched, and because you can see that beautiful finish. And again, there are the feet. And you can see this lip. You can see this turns back because it just hinges on the bottom. Pretty much. Unlike the Acer, which is a full 180 flip, which I thought this might have had. It does not. It just opens up as far as it can, which is pretty far. And your viewing angle is pretty good on this. It's got a little bit of reflective problems, but that's as far back as it goes. And it's pretty far back, and you can still see the screen very nicely. So those are my thoughts on it.